music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Newton now on second down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. First down, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Tuesday.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Get up!
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Mario Addison in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Tuesday.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart. Zone defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long, it's Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football. One here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter.
20. Look out! 21.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
On the ball.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
22!
On 2nd down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Kenyon Barner officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Ryan on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop it.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Julius Peppers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Gano out to kick this one away. And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, you got three down. Hey, got.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ryan now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second? Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his left.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. And they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 37 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
From the gun, Ryan over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah,
I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarter.
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 43 yards, and the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. To throw is Ryan. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, gun. Hey, South. 12. Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, South. Check.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
To throw is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Left. 21. Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Ryan.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
180.
From the 50, Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all.
20.
Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
180.
Newton's going to throw it. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Newton to throw. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open, because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Ryan to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Sanu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive explosion.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, now lace in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm